Marvel Studios' own Vice President Victoria Alonso, who was recently promoted even higher within the MCU, now talks a little bit about the future of Spider-Man, and she doubles down on what Amy Pascal said previously. Yes, another trilogy. It looks like it's on the way. So this came directly from Victoria Alonso, who was asked to talk a little bit about what Amy Pascal was saying at the end of November and early December, which was, of course, hey, another trilogy, we're ready, Marvel Studios, we're gonna do it. And then there's been a lot of back and forth of not true, somewhat true, discredit that, add another rumor on top of that, reconfirm it. It's been all over the place. Everybody from CEO Tom Rothman, who of course is responsible for Sony, to Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige, all giving us different answers. Alonso, though, she gives us another answer. And she said, look, if Amy's ready to do it, if she says 3 more Tom Holland Spider-Man films in the MCU, well, that's it. She's the boss, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, of course, there's more to this than meets the eye. There's, of course, the future of Spider-Man that's in the balance, but what happens with Venom? What happens with Kraven, what happens with Sony's deal with Netflix, Amazon, it all impacts the bigger picture here, which is Spider-Man in the middle of all of these contracts. And again, everybody's going to try to play their own side and try to get their side to have a better deal in the end. And that much is just kind of expected. And again, I'm not saying this to make it seem like Sony's greedy, because they're both evil corporations. You know, Disney and Sony are both evil. They're both giant mega corporations looking to consume and try to sweeten the pot for themselves while really screwing the other guy, right? So this is one of those things where the mutual benefit of both is really important to both, and they don't want to step on one another. Victoria Alonso is saying this because she realizes that if Amy said it, if she can double down on that, then that puts the pressure back on Amy to come out and say, well, you know what, we heard that they want it, so we're going to make this a reality. And again, Amy Pascal has been known to jump the shark almost quite literally. I mean, do you guys remember when Spider-Man Homecoming was coming out and they're doing that press junket and they ask Kevin Feige about Venom? Is Venom in the MCU? And Amy literally just jumps in and goes, we're adjacent to it. It's definitely part of the Marvel Universe. And Feige just turns and looks at her and goes, like you could see the inside of him just slowly wither away. Yeah, kind of like that. So I guess take it for what it's worth, but there's no reason why they wouldn't work together again, unless something crazy comes up, unless Sony ends up being bought out by someone. Then it's all down to Marvel anyway, but they're both going to make sure it's mutually beneficial to everybody, but especially Sony.